Hey folks, Jim here. This week's episode of Geeking Out is brought to you by Namco, makers of quality games like Pac-Man, Soul Calibur, and Klonoa. For the love of God, go buy Klonoa! And the new film, Get 'Em to the Greek, from the producers of Sarah Marshall. Okay, where's my money? I've sold out enough. Come on, where's my money? Hey, money? On this week's Geeking Out, Serenity, Floatout. James Patterson's Witch and Wizard, Battle for Shadowland. Joker's Asylum, The Riddler, number 1. Red Hood, number 1. Galacta, Daughter of Galactus, number 1. Ogenki Clinic and Other Stories, Volume 1. And Ninja High School, Shidoshi, Volume 8.
Hey there fans in Comic Land, it's Leila here from the Comic Connection with this week's comic book reviews. First up, we've got Serenity, Floatout One-Shot, this one by Patton Oswalt and Patrick Reynolds. So in this one, the crew say goodbye to a fallen, lost comrade through a series of flashbacks to, their time with the person. But he may be fallen, but he's not forgotten, and the last page is kind of a shocker. So this one was okay. The art wasn't awesome. The story's probably rewarding for a Serenity fan, but if you're not familiar with the series, sort of like me, it doesn't have as much impact to you as I think it would on fans of Serenity. Most likely it's going to be just fans picking this one up anyway, but as a non-fan I would say this is definitely not a book to jump on to something to Serenity for, so definitely read some other stuff first before you get to this one. Next up we've got Witch and Wizard, Battle for Shadowland. This is based on the book series by James Patterson, but this is adapted by Dara Nagari and Victor Santos. So in this one, Wit and Witsy Allgood are part of a resistance to fight the New Order, which is a totalitarian government that imprisons children to possess magical abilities. So I like it. I've never read the series, but this has great art and it's a great story. I wasn't familiar and it drew me in, so I can't wait for the next one. In fact, I might even go check out the book series. I'm sure all of you out there are familiar with James Patterson. He's done a lot of great work. So this comic book series might not be a surprise to some of you, but if you've never read any of his work, this is a really awesome series. Seems like it's going to be one that's pretty good for kids too, but has enough adult themes to keep you interested. So pick this one up. Next up, we've got Joker's Asylum, The Riddler by Peter Calloway and Andres Guinaldo. In this one, the Joker relates a story to the reader that's a tale of the Riddler. And it's a tale about him trying to solve the riddle of love. This was surprisingly entertaining. It was a good story, has good art. This is a nice beginning to a series of 5 one-shots called Joker's Asylum that focuses on different Batman villains. I really, really enjoyed this one. I like Riddler as a character, so I found it very interesting. Definitely a good read. Last but not least, we've got Red Hood, The Lost Days, number 1 of 6 by Judd Winnick and Pablo Raimondi. So in this one, the details of the return of Jason Todd are revealed, and it wasn't just because of the Lazarus Pit like we previously thought. This was an awesome book. Great story. If you're a Batman fan, you absolutely have to read this. It is really, really good. Can't wait for number 2. Make sure you go out and grab it.
Hey folks, Jim here with this week's comic reviews. Yes, I'm back in Hamilton for 1 week only, but I'll do it once a month or so. First up, we have Ninja High School, Shidoshi, Volume 8, written by Robbie Bevard with art by Ben Dunn. In this one, the Shidoshi story comes to an end as Ricky battles Yudai and the Elder Stars, and Bianca finds herself in a familiar situation. Well, this is the end of Ninja High School as we know it, at least until September when we start the new series, which I hope you'll all buy. Please go out and buy it. We need the money. Anyway, fun story, fun art. It's a pretty good ending to a pretty good series. I actually enjoyed it. Next up, Ogenki Clinic, Volume 1, written and drawn by Haruka Inoi. And in this one, several all-new stories from the Ogenki Clinic are told, which is the Clinic of Love, where the nurse will take special care of you. Yes, it's an adult comic. Yes, and it's adult manga. It's a fun story, though. It's a lot of fun. It's funny. It's frantic. It's interesting. It's not bad at all. I actually quite enjoy this series, and I actually would love to see the original 1980s stuff republished one day. If anyone actually can get the license to that, that would be nice. Story-wise, it's okay. Art-wise, pretty good. If you're a fan of the old anime or the old manga, you're gonna like this. It's fun. And last and certainly not least is Galacta, Daughter of Galactus, #1, written by Adam Warren with art by Hector Sevilla. And in this one, meet Galacta, the daughter of Galactus, who has a lot of food issues and daddy issues to deal with. But when a cosmic tapeworm starts making Galacta even hungrier, will her father help her out? Ah, yes, this book was freaking hilarious. #1, Galacta is the daughter of Galactus, so she's got a lot of food issues. So there's that. I mean, she wants to eat everything, but she has a strict moral code that doesn't allow her to eat anything other than alien forms. So, human race, you're safe for now. Not bad story-wise, not bad art-wise. I had a lot of fun with this book. Hector Sevilla is one of the most underrated artists in the field today. Please go out and buy his older series like Lullaby and stuff, because you will not regret it. It's fantastic. If you're a fan of Marvel stuff like Fantastic Four, check this book out. You might really enjoy it.